What is the best filmmaker advice that you have ever heard? Go ahead, think back to a moment when somebody told you something that you thought, oh, yes, oh my God, that's it. That is so brilliant. I can't believe I hadn't thought of this before, right? Well, I'm going to tell you that I can top that. You ready? And I wish I could remember who said this and where I heard it. But as soon as I heard it, I think my brain just completely exploded. My mind was blown and everything else completely flew out the window, except for this one piece of advice. And it goes like this, quote, "You're a filmmaker, make a film. Period." End quote. You're a filmmaker, make a film. I think it bodes to say it again. You're a filmmaker, make a film. But I don't have the budget, but I don't have the cinema camera that I need to shoot this project with, but I don't have the crew in order to execute on all the things that I want to do. But my script requires for explosions, and I just don't have the assets or the resources for pyrotechnics, but I don't have access to this actor that I really want to work with. But I don't have, but I don't have, but I can't, but I don't, but I won't, but I cannot, but I will not. All of these things, please, just stop. No, but really, it is absolutely maddening how many excuses we as filmmakers come up with on a daily basis of why we are not doing the thing that we need to do to level up our filmmaking, right? And I'm guilty of this as well. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I always make the film that I need to make, but it is something that I always try to remind myself of. You're a filmmaker, make a film. What's stopping you, right? Obviously, there's a fine line, right, that we walk. We don't want to put out crap. But if you're just starting out, if you're an amateur filmmaker, you've never made a film before, or you only made one silly little video, yeah, please go ahead and suck. Suck at first, keep sucking until you don't suck anymore, until you suck a little less, and then eventually you're just going to be an amazing filmmaker. But at the very beginning, you're going to suck. But let's say you've made 20 films, 30 films, 50 films. There is a fine line that you walk because you don't want to be putting out crap just for the sake of putting it out. But there is always that moment where you start to create excuses and tell stories in your head of why you can't finish this project. You know, you need that particular location, or you absolutely cannot make the project without this, this actor. And I want to try and have you have a shift in your mindset, a shift in your thinking of how to go about this, because it's all about how resourceful you can be. And it's not about the resources that you do or don't have, right? So there are all the different ways that we can deal with all the inevitable things that go wrong on a film set, all the inevitable things that go wrong while you're developing your film. You know, there's anything from an actor dropping out, anything from a location pulling out of your project and saying that, no, you actually can't shoot here any longer. All of those roadblocks, all of those challenges, that is what makes us stronger as filmmakers. You're a filmmaker, make a film. That is the best piece of advice that I can give you. As a filmmaker, from one filmmaker to another, you're a filmmaker, make a film. So if that hasn't been drilled into your heads enough, I hope that I can do so in my free training of how to shoot, write, and edit winning films in under 48 hours without having to buy expensive gear or hiring a large crew. This is a training that I've been working on for the past couple of months, and I truly believe that it's going to help you in this concept of just boldly, unapologetically going out there and making your film. Even if you think that you don't have the resources, you don't have the actor that you absolutely want, you don't have the budget, the camera, the lighting, the crew, all of those things, I want you to just take out of your head, put them aside, and just say, maybe. Maybe I can do this, right? Maybe I can make this film regardless of the things that I do or don't have. So if you're at all interested, go ahead and head over to www.filmmakersecrets.com/free. filmmakersecrets.com/free. Get signed up. It's absolutely free. And, it doesn't cost you anything. You're not going to lose anything by going through this training. But this is where I'm going to really break it down step by step of how to produce winning films in under 48 hours without having to spend thousands of dollars on gear, without having to hire large, expensive crews. You can go as skeleton as you want with this. You can go as minimal and as tiny of a crew as you want with this. But this is going to give you all the frameworks you need, all the secrets and strategies and tactics in order to really, truly level up your filmmaking. So here's to your next story, filmmakers. Go ahead and get signed up for the webinar at filmmakersecrets.com/free. I'll see you in there.